Hey everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas. We've got one more festive video for you today. Now, last year I did do a Christmas/winter themed loadouts for all 9 classes. And that was all based around Christmassy stuff and keeping warm during the colder months of the year. However, this video was actually made before the winter cosmetic collection came out of 2016, and of course this year with the new Smithmas update of 2017 we've got yet another case filled with cosmetics to do with Christmas and winter. So I thought I would do an updated Christmas loadouts video, and this video is going to be based all around the items that you can get in those 2 cases. So the challenge I set myself was, can I make some Christmas and winter themed loadouts based around only the items from those 2 cases, 2016 and 2017 winter cosmetic collections. It was quite good. I had a lot of items to choose from. I didn't want to have any duplicates. I didn't want to use the same item on more than one class. So there are a couple of classes that I had to use different items, but I tried to keep them different from the ones that I used last year. Let's start off, as always, with the Scout. And here we go. Of course, these were cosmetic collections, so there were no new weapons. However, for me, I've decided to go with some festive weapons. There are new festive weapons available, but I've gone with some of my favourites. I've gone with the Scattergun, the Bonk Atomic Punch. Still not sure what that's supposed to be. Is it like eggnog or what? What's a Christmassy drink? What do you guys drink at Christmas time? And then down here, the Festive Holy Mackerel. I think fish isn't very festive. I mean, if you stick a light bulb in a fish's mouth, does that really make it Christmassy? I don't know. What do you guys think? If I stuck a light bulb in a turkey's mouth, I think I'd get in trouble. But anyway, moving on to the cosmetics. Here we go. We've got the Caribou Companion, which is that nice woolly hat with the face. And it's from this year's cosmetics collection. It's just one of the mercenary grade hats. I've used the thermal tracker here. Now this is from the end of the line community update. Straight away in the first loadout we've broken the rule that I tried to set myself. That's because I did have some other items, but I felt when I got around to doing all the classes, the item that I originally used here was better used on a different class. So the loadout I kind of go from here, I'm going for like a snowboarder, because we've got down here the snowing. This came from last year's cosmetic collection in winter, and it's that cool little snowboard assassin grade item. So a nice valuable one. So it's kind of like a snowboarder going out with his woolly hat on, and I thought the thermal tracker to keep him nice and warm when he's out on the slopes. Finally, for the action item, got the gift stuffed stocking from this year, which I have not yet opened. I will open it to get the goodies inside, the free wall paint and stuff like that, but I haven't got around to doing it just yet, so I just thought I'd put that in there to show the different kind of festive action items we have got. But that's the Scout. Moving on to the Soldier. Now here, okay, so it's slightly more expensive. I tried to keep these budget so that you guys can copy them, but I just had to show off the fact that you can now festivize your black box. You can now festivize your Australian black box. So there we go, we've got the gold box. That is, you know, imagine getting a block of gold for Christmas. That would be a hell of a present. Then we got here the buff banner, festive buff banner. If you want to get festive when you're going to school or you're going to work, just wrap some Christmas lights around your bag. Everyone will know you're filled with Christmas spirit. And finally here we've got the festive shovel. Now, as you can see here, this is a limited item because this was one of the official festive items that was released. This one, however, festivized in the purple text. That means that it was just a regular item that was festivized using a festivizer. This is one of the new weapons that you can actually add lights onto. And we can actually see it here. If I select it and deselect it, we can see the lights there on the actual weapon. So there's a couple of those, and there's a lot of new items that you can do. That 2 gold box is another one that you can. The black box, as it is for everyone else. Onto the cosmetics then, of course, the snowman. This is probably one of the best and most expensive hats available in these collections. This was from last year's nice woolly hat of a snowman. Then we've got the socked and loaded. This is a Commander grade item from last year, and also it's a strange one. My version is strange, so it counts some points for me. And then finally the Handy Canes. Again, another strange one. I've used it a fair bit over Christmas. I've got 508 points on it already. And that just replaces the grenades with some candy canes. which I mean, he does look like he's ready to bring some Christmas spirit. I mean, okay, maybe the shovel is a bit threatening, but it looks Christmassy, you know. Finally down here, I've got the pile of gifts. Now, I bought this for a stream I did on Christmas Eve, and I was going to give away lots of gifts, and I gave away, I think it was like 20 or 30 Saxton Hales, and gave away an unusual Australian, and I joined in the server to try and give away a pile of gifts to 23 lucky people, but unfortunately, because I just bought it from the store, it's untradeable, so I can't actually give it away until, 2018, so I'll have to do that at some point in the future. But there we go, that's the soldier. Moving on to the pyro. Now the pyro is just inundated with items. It has so much to choose from. The weapons, I think these are exactly the same weapons I used last year, simply because I think they're very festive. I mean, we've got the back burner, which it looks like a reindeer. It looks like a reindeer. I mean, you can't imagine the pyro riding that. It would look like a reindeer. We've got the festive flare gun, which has a candy cane strapped to the top. We also have the extinguisher. Funnily enough, you can't make the Australian extinguisher festive, but you do have the regular one that is already festive. Now onto the items. We've got the cat's pajamas here. I mean, not too Christmassy, I guess. It was from this year's Winter 2017 Cosmetics collection. Those of you who've got those onesies with cats and rabbits and dogs and all sorts. But there's so many different things we could choose from. We've also got the balloony hoodie, which is the balloonicorn, but in a hoodie. My choice would have been the burning beanie, though. Okay, this was my loadout that I wanted to do. The burning beanie. Oh my days! If I could have burning flames version of this, I would pop with excitement. This came from this year's Winter 2017 collection, and it's a nice little woolly hat with flames, kind of flame effect. It looks brilliant. I've also gone for Pyro the Flame Deer. Nice little reindeer face mask from last year's collection. And then finally as well the Smithmas sweater. Sweet Smithmas sweater, which I've used a fair amount in my Pyro gameplay. I mean, I'd love a sweater with burning trees on it. You guys ever see a Christmas sweater with that on it? Send it my way. Mine's strange as well. And then again here we've got the gifts of stocking. This is the older one. So not the one that we got this year, this is an older one. So I have a collection of some stuff I've kept over the years, and I didn't open this one because I just wanted to keep the item in my backpack. Onto the demo. Again, some similar weapons. We've got the festive grenade launcher, the festive charging targe. Nice little spike coming out of it. But festive lights as well, and the festive eyelander. I mean, what's more festive than a sword? You know, it's just a sword with lights on. Yeah, it would make the old wars much more interesting. Imagine Game of Thrones, but everyone's swords has Christmas lights on it. We'll make a Christmas special. Very interesting. We got the Elf Esteem. This was last year's collection, and it makes. I mean, I just have to say, if we could do this, you can see he's like a little old elf. He's like a little old elf. He's got the Reader's Choice as well. Got a strange version of these from last year. And it makes him like a little elf with his glasses on, ready to make some presents for Santa. And because he is such a hard worker of Santa, if we can see on his butt, he's got the Pocket Santa, which was a Pocket Buddy, one of the Pocket Buddies that was available in this year's crates. So there we go. I do like that. Very, very festive, very Christmassy. And then we've got another festive action item. There's a lot. I told you there's a lot of different kind of things you could have. The Winter Holiday, unlimited use. So during winter time, you can jump in the server, you get that, and you just spam that action button, make those sparkles and jingle those bells. Onto the heavy. And again, showing off the fact that you can festivize the Tomislav. And I've got my Australian one that is now festivized, courtesy of the latest update. The festive sandwich, you cannot, I mean, one, the sandwich is festive because festive times are all about eating as much food as you can, in my opinion. And then of course it's wrapped. I mean, you don't go wrapping my food up. It's just going to take longer for me to get to it. But hey, it looks very pretty nonetheless. And then we've got the gloves are running urgently wrapped in lights. And I think I made the same comment last year. Imagine punching someone with lights wrapped around your fists. I think that would do more damage. So, you know, in game these should have like plus 5% damage, I believe. Valve, get on it. Onto some items, and all of these items came from this year's collection. We've got the polar bear. which, I mean, hey, there's a lot of bear themes going around the heavy, and this is one of the mercenary grade hats available to the heavy from this year. The Pocket Yeti, the other Pocket Buddy available from this year's collection, and I just think the heavy is the one that's most associated for me as the Yeti. The fact that he has that cosmetic collection that can kind of disguise him up as a Yeti, I think it's perfect for him. And finally, the Sledder's sidekick. This is so cute, a little doggy that that sits on your shoulder, just chilling out. And to me, he just looks like some guy who's out there and he's ready for the tundra. You know, he's got his little sidekick on his shoulder. He's got his little pocket Yeti. He is the polar bear. You know. And then we've got the gift card stocking there. This year's 2017 one. Onto the Engineer. Now, Engineer. Festive, Frontier Justice. It's actually one of the Australians you cannot festivize. So I do not have a festive Australian Frontier Justice just yet. I have the Festive Wrangler, and there we go, there's the Wrench, which is now festivized. You can festivize a lot of the new wrenches. And this one is one of them. Nothing in a PDA slot. Valve, give us like a Christmas PDA or a scary PDA. Like, come on, give us some different skins. Can't be hard. This slot is just going to waste on our loadouts. But on to the cosmetics with the Woolen Warmer. I actually uncrated an unusual version of these last year, if you remember from last year's Christmas unboxing. Then we got the packable provisions. I mean, if you're going out in the winter, you're going to need some provisions. You know, you're going to need those turkey sandwiches, that eggnog, Christmas cake. Pack that up in your backpack when you go out anywhere. I did uncrate a lot of these. I uncrated a lot of these last year. I couldn't find another item that would fit. Again, I didn't want to duplicate any of the items. I wanted to use different items. So we've got another end of the line community update item. It's the Insulated Inventor. And I just thought with his woolly hat, he needed a little bit of warmth around the jacket area. So that's the item I've gone for there. And finally, another Christmassy item, Secret Saxton. It's not really Christmassy related, but it is the festive season. It's all about the theme of giving. We want to give out to each other, don't we? We want to share the love, share the presents. So that's why I've put that there. Onto the medic. And we got the crossbow. It shoots candy canes. I mean, it's got lights on it, but it also shoots candy canes. That's very interesting. Actually, if you actually festivize any of the new crossbow skins, so if you create a crossbow using a war paint, and then you festivize that item, which is now possible thanks to the latest update, the item that it shoots out is just a regular crossbow bolt. It is not a candy cane. So a little interesting fact for you. If you're that desperate for a candy cane to be shot out, you need the original festive crossbow. For the medigun, I've gone for my quick fix, which is festivized. The lights on it are purple, at least on here. I mean, here it just looks normal, but on the item it's got purple lights. That'd be pretty sick if the lights were different for different items, or you could at least choose the lights. I know you can on the sticky launcher. You can choose between just the white lights, which was the original one. They did add the coloured lights in for the sticky launcher eventually. They gave it the option for the two different styles, but so far it's been the only item that actually has different coloured lights. So maybe that's something for Valve to look into, who knows. And then we've got the festive bone saw. I mean, again, you're going to get blood on your lights wrapping it around like that, but hey, it's the Christmas spirit. And we've got some new items here. We've got the Cold Front Commander. This was from this year's cosmetics collection. You can see the Star Wars theme with the Cold Front Carapace as well. I think it's Carapace. The armor, it does make you look like one of those stormtroopers in the snowy tundra of Hoth. That's, I think that's the look they were going for. And hey, I'd rather be dressed up like this than playing the new Star Wars and being fleeced of my money. Yeah, there's another video where I talk about that. But let's continue with the loadout. The Santa Archimedes, which came from last year's collection. There's so many little birds that the medic can have, all the different Archimedes available to him. And of course there is one dressed up as Santa. I mean, if you have a bird and dress it up as Santa, please show me a picture. That'd be amazing. And I've got a pile of gifts there just in the action slot. 2 more to go. We've got the Sniper. We've got a Festive Huntsman. Again, like attaching a light bulb, that's going to hurt. Like that arrow is going to go into you as well as a light bulb. I would not want that to happen to me. Festive Girardi even says Merry Seasonal something? Merry Smithmas, mate. Oh, there we go. I actually read it. Merry Smissmas, mate. I'd like to think that's a festive drink. Festive urine. Anything but urine. Festive lemonade. And then down here we got the festive cookery. Again, another item that can be festivized as of the latest update. As you can see, it's got the purple festivized text on it. The cosmetics, we've got the puffy polar cap. It's from this year's cosmetics collection. I did get an unusual one. If you haven't watched the video yet, I'm sorry for the spoilers, but I did get an unusual one. It was pretty sick. Down here we've got the Down Tundra coat, which again is from this year. I think it's supposed to go with the puffy polar cap, actually. They do go very well together. And down here, again, there was not an item that I couldn't use duplicates. You know, I had to think of something, so I've gone for the tacky flash dance. Well, they're called the flash dance footies. They're tacky because they're strange ones that I've used for a little bit. But I thought, with the nice hat and the nice jacket, he needed some shoes to accompany the outfit to keep him warm out there while he's doing some sniping in the snow. And we got a little present there as well. Finally, for the spy. The spy was a bit of a difficult one. We'll go through it. Got the Festive Ambassador. Now again, this is an item that you cannot festivize the Ambassador in the Australian form. I was really hyped when I heard that you could festivize Australians. And I was like, yeah, because you get a nice little light. I think they're really cool the way that they've done the lights on the Ambassador, because it's just like the little strand underneath and one light. Cannot be done to Australians just yet, so maybe that will change in the future. We have the Spicicle here. Again, what can be more festive than a stick of ice with lights wrapped around it? Come on. It's as festive as you can get. For the watch, I've got the Quackenbert, which, hey, some people have duck for Christmas, right? I mean, I have turkey. I know some people have ham. A lot of people have goose. I think some people have duck as well. Maybe. Could be. What do you guys have for Christmas, now that you think of it? I know people celebrate it on the 24th, the 25th. What do you guys eat? What's your traditional Christmas meal? Let me know, because I'm interested to know what other people have, because I've just had Christmas every single day, every single Christmas in my entire life. It'd be interesting to know what other people have. Finally, we've got the festive sapper. Nice little sapper wrapped up there. Be a nice way of concealing it. You don't want to know you're going to get sapped. Put some wrapping paper on it. You never know. It just looks like he's going to hand you a gift. Like, here's your Christmas present. On to the items. And we've got from last year's cosmetics collection, the brain warming wear. Which is a nice little woolly hat. With little eyes on it. Looks pretty cute. Couldn't find any other items for the spy to kind of do with this year's or last year's collection. As you can see, all of these are ones that I've already used. I didn't really want to reuse any of them. So it's very difficult for me. I mean, that's from winter 2014. It's not really a Christmas theme either. The head prize was there. I could have used that. I didn't really count that as Christmassy. That's why I went with the brain warming wear. So I've gone for the puffy provocateur, which is from winter 2014. Nice little puffer jacket to keep him warm. And of course he needs a scarf as well. And this is just a regular item from long ago. And to finish us off, the gift stuff stocking of 2015. I could open that now, actually. I'm going to do that. Let's open the gift stuff stocking. Little bonus for you guys watching now. Where is it? Here it is. Use. Of course I want to use it. Around creating it, let's see what we got. Banner. We've got a gift pole. We've got a name tag. We've got Radigan Conica Brown paint. Description tag. Some steak. Oh man. Sandman. Cozy camper. Backpack expander, because we can now have up to 3,000 spaces. And finally, Smissmas sweater war paint. That's pretty cool. There we go. That's what you get. If you haven't opened your stocking yet, get to it and get your goodies inside. But thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. And once again, I hope you've had a brilliant Christmas period. And I'll see you next time.